All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Nerds of Legend. Unfortunately, Brian and Joel were feeling under the weather this week, so it's just going to be. Uh, why is my brain shutting off? It's going to be. It's because I didn't do it in the right order. And Will and Brendan will be joining us today. It'll be me as always as the DM, Ben. So with
Come
that.
hand.
I'm finally got through that little intro. I'm all thrown off today. Uh, so we're gonna. Last time the group solved the puzzle box of the in in the Firefly cellar, unleashing Shemshime from within, who they kicked the pants out of until they found out that he couldn't die by normal means. Uh, finally, Brian as Gideon figured out that, sorry, Joel as Murph figured out that if they crushed him with a really big statue, that it might do the job. So that is just what they did. As Gideon knocked over a giant statue hung suspended from chains in the ceiling, crushing Shemshine and saving the day as the curse was broken. The book returned to its inert state, and they were rewarded for their efforts. But with that, let's get into a little interlude where we come upon Onion and Murph. So during this time, you guys have a little bit of downtime in between. You know, nothing of note has been happening. No books have been attacking people or anything like that. So, while Gideon is off on his little date in Baldur's Gate, and Murph is tending to some clerical duties, you guys hear about Feet Fest, which is happening in a nearby village close to Candlekeep. So as you guys enter the what is known as the Feats of Valor Festival, or Feats Fest, in the center of this town, uh, let's get underway. You guys enter the sort of festival that's going on, and you see many smiling faces, and you see a pie eating contest, a covered wagon that's got a traveling storefront on it, a small fighting ring, as well as an archery range. And as you guys are looking over the sights, a voice suddenly rises over the entire crowd, hawking potions and other wares that promise to amaze and astound. In fact, he's so compelling that the skill challenges in the area have come to a standstill, and his booth, a horse-drawn carriage that says, "The Amazing Presto, Alchemist Extraordinaire," appears to be the only one currently in operation. And you hear, "Come one, come all, make big from small. Want speed? Drink these. Need brawn? Try one. If you fancy a kiss, just put this to your lips, and soon you'll be smooching your prize. Presto changeo, potions and lotions and tinctures that thrill. Improve your skills, cure your ills, pay your bills with these pills, grow gills with these vials. Your denials and trials are no match for my batch of notable potables. Presto changeo, don't ask me, try for free." So, um,
Right.
so as you guys are sort of watching this sort of spectacle going on, you see uh, a dwarf get directed by Presto. He seems a little kind of gruff, but he's gets directed to hand a potion off to a strong man who appears to have been prior running the fighting ring. Um, uh, and after consuming it, he says he's like, "Oh, I haven't felt this strong in since my teen years. I think I could take on any comer with this." And then immediately, as if to prove this point, he basically like grabs two random festival goers and just like lifts them over his head without like any apparent effort. And immediately after this, there's basically a run on this wagon from the crowd who begin clamoring for a chance at greatness. So, what do you guys do?
You know what? I'm gonna test for free a potion from Presto MC.
Ah, yes. Uh, you seem like the uh I have a few different options for you today. I have the Jolly Giant Strength Potion. You'll feel as strong as 10 of you. I have the Potion of Elvish Aiming. Hit any target you can see and see them all. And the Rock in a Hard Place, where if you take a hit, you'll barely notice. My Brain Booster Serum will make you feel smarter, but you knew that already. And my Sage Wisdom Potion is like having lived 100 years in 10 minutes, as well as the Potion of Fiery Charisma, where your gift of gab we would get the gift of gab in a delightfully spicy syrup.
The potion of wisdom sounds like just picking the wrong grail. All right. Hmm. You know what? I'm not the biggest guy, so I think I'll try the strength potion.
Ah, yes, the Jolly Giant Strength Potion. Here you go, sir. As you take the potion, you get a +5 to your strength modifier and an advantage on athletics checks for 1 hour.
Oh snap! I was gonna see if he was a snake oil salesman, but
No,
apparently,
you
wow.
immediately take it and literally this your arms almost like bust out of your sleeves. You're just like it's like
Oh, it's orange piccolo time.
yeah.
Orange piccolo time.
What about you, my short friend?
Oh, ah, the one that makes you smarter.
Ah, my brain booster serum. That will give you +5 to your intelligence modifier and advantage on investigation checks for 1 hour.
Ooh,
So,
investigation.
now, it appears that was the last of my wares. Why don't you try your hand at some of the games of skill around here and see their efficacy, and perhaps you'll come back to Presto and for that the first taste is free. Okay, so like I said, the first one, there's all kinds of events going around this sort of town center. You've got an archery range, a pie eating contest is about to get underway, as well as a grappling pit where that previous strongman you had seen is now posted up at. He's sort of like the you know he's the one running it. He's the one that keeps winning. And you see an interesting you see a sign that says liars and truth seekers above it, where there's a wizened half elf looking like he's trying a sort of like guessing game contest, as well as uh, a stage where there's some dancing going on.
Now that I have some performance enhancers, I think I'll go down to the pits of oily gripping and grappling.
All right. Uh, okay. Give me 1 second. As you approach, you see I know he's in here somewhere. Ah, yes. You see that same human from earlier that had taken the first sort of dose, uh, and you see uh, pretty much what you're going to be doing is now no magics allowed in the spirit of this competition, uh, and you must the first one gets tossed out of the ring loses, and you see it's like this rather hulking figure, Tater von Spud. Nice to meet you.
Mop. Hi. I'm gonna
All right.
I'm gonna pre-anticipate the crushing handshake.
Yeah, it pretty
Kinda
much
front load the hand, kind of.
like and like it seems like your little strength boost, while it is rather painful, you are able to sort of match him in this instance. What's your current strength? What's your strength mod now with
So
the
with a
buff?
+5, that gives me 20 strength. That's a
Okay.
5 modifier.
Okay. Oh shit. All right, so the way this is going to work is we're going to have three contested strength rolls. There's a one to grapple, one to lift, and one to toss. So like basically you're trying to like get control of the other guy. Yeah. Anyway, so with that, yeah. So first to either grapple, or first to get tossed out of the ring, or first to get pinned. Right. So give me your strength check.
All right, just gonna juice myself on the character sheet. There we go. 21.
Yeah, you're able to actually get hand control. You take like a low sort of like go for like you're able to get sort of control and head and hand control as Tater seems surprised by your quickness and agility. And then we next round he's going to still attempt to get control again.
Used to be all I had.
Yeah. All right. That's a little better.
Ah. 21 again.
All right. Damn, you beat him by one that time.
Otra vez.
Your Tater's like, oh, as you're like, you basically go for like a double leg takedown and just like scoop him right up off his feet. And then our final little roll.
What are the odds? 3 consecutive 21s.
Well, in this case, you get surprised because he rolled a nat 20.
Ooh.
so,
Okay.
So as you attempt to go for the double leg takedown and do get him off his feet, he does some weird like lucha libre shit where he basically like rolls over your back and in turn lifts like somehow in the little like somersault he does, you're all of a sudden off your feet. So we'll need one more roll to see what happens.
Think of your judo.
Yeah.
Okay. Got a 15.
All right. So the Tater immediately, like, now that he has like sort of control, he got an 18, and now he's like has you above his head, and he's like twirling you. Like
This is what I get for pumping a 5 modifier into my strength while I'm like struggling for 8 minutes to open an orange. It's just cosmically balancing out, you know.
All right. One more go.
Ah, jeez. It's like a dice tug of war. Okay.
Yeah.
This will be close. Got a 17.
He rolled it. He got a 10. So you're able to
Yes.
finally
Okay.
basically, as he's like, showboating for the crowd and like spinning you around, you're able to like get control of one of his arms and like do another like flippy tricky shit and like basically like suplex him out, like use your own momentum of like what he just created to like toss him out of the ring, and the crowd goes like nuts. And like he lands like right on his back, and he's like, "Oh, well, I wasn't quite suspecting that, but good match."
It's just very lucha.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was meant more to be like not the way it was going, and then I was like, why did it turn into lucha libre? But whatever.
You know why? It's because I'm concealing myself to the public with the helmet. So now it has to be lucha. It's canon.
Yeah. So with that, well, I've been bested, and he like snaps at like the guy that was kind of like collecting entry fees and stuff, and he's gonna give you 50 gold.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm
Yeah.
writing that down.
All right. Onan, I assume you watched Brennan's match, but what's something that caught your interest?
There was a puzzles
Mop's
game.
Mop's like up on the top rope, just like.
Posing.
I have about 40 minutes until this wears off.
Yeah. All right.
There was a puzzles thing or something.
So so there's a liars and truth seekers, and then there's sort of like the last one's like a storytelling thing.
Okay. Liars and seekers.
Yes.
That
All
one
right.
sounds-
As you approach, you see a rather wizened half elf who's got a cunning glint in his eye, and yes, you just face me for this one. I have quite the talent for reading people. The rules of this game are you must tell me you must make it's two truths and a lie.
Okay.
It's like you must tell me three statements about yourself, and one must be a falsehood, and then I shall make my best efforts to guess.
Oh. Okay, so I just come up with two truths and a lie.
That's correct.
All right, it's pretty simple. I think I can do this. Um, give me a moment to think of it.
Remember, your like mind is racing right now. You're super smart.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got to come up with one. So. Okay. My first statement was I was previously a member of the famous Shining Saviors. My second is I have a gnome little brother. And my third is I have a white stallion. Which is the truth and which is the lie?
Named Mop. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so for this, I'm
Damn,
going to roll a named Mob.
Oh!
Just checking one thing. Okay.
Then it'll buff your ego too.
All right. So this, what you're going to do is you're going to roll a deception check for me.
A deception check.
Yeah.
All right, that's at 21.
You got.
Keeping with the number.
He's like, he's gonna look at you for a long time. I believe your lie is that you are part of the Shining Seekers, or Shining Saviors.
I don't even own a horse.
Well, damn.
I have a puppy.
That is interesting. So you have a little. Aren't you a dwarf? You have a gnome brother?
Well, brother in arms.
Ah, well played, sir. Well played. And he's going to like clap a hand on your shoulder, and you now have a you feel like sort of like an energy flow into you, and you now have a +3 to your next insight or deception check.
Ooh.
Yep. And so, as you guys have been partaking of the festivities, uh, you see after Tater Von Spud has sort of like dusted him off and like uh was taking on more challengers, and all of a sudden you hear like a large groan coming from the grappling pit, as all of a sudden you see like Tater suddenly like double in size, as he's like lets out a loud groan, and he doubles in size as like his skin is like stretched taut, and his like bones are even creaking, and his eyes are wide with fear and confusion, and he like leaps out of the fighting pit and charges out of the entrance feast and headlong into the nearest storefront, crashing through its outer wall.
I thought magic wasn't allowed.
And I would like both of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Starting to think.
Why didn't we take the Constitution potion?
Yeah, these aren't the best potions to consume.
We were left alone one day, and we became drug addicts.
No. Big fat Ocho.
Yep.
ESPN, Ocho.
4.
Oh boy. Brendan, as you watch this with just like shock, all of a sudden you find this hilarious for some reason that you can't fathom, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, DM.
He's mad.
Ooh, 21.
Okay. You're able to like sort of stave off your little giggle fit. But now at the start of each turn, you will need to make a wisdom save or suffer the consequences. So, and then you, Onan, it feels like all of a sudden like your brain's been like, you've had such like clarity, so much clarity of thought that like you've never had before, and then all of a sudden it's like your brain is like moving so fast that you like can't focus on anything, like and now you have a -5 to charisma and disadvantage on constitution or on concentration saves.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So what do you guys do?
I'm going to remove myself from all society as quickly as possible.
Are you going to do anything about the raging berserker that is now trashing a store? Or
I mean, is he still actively doing shit?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
he like crashed into a storefront and is just like trashing the place.
I am immediately gonna try to.
Yeah, as like you see that Presto's like over by his wagon panicking. There's like, quickly, please subdue him. I'll give you gold, I swear. I don't know what's going on. Please subdue him. I'll fix this, I swear.
What makes you think I'm not going to turn into the same thing as I'm wrestling him?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna take care of him.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but
I will.
just I'll give you gold, whatever you need.
Well, I have to back up my dwarven friend here, so how about if we also go absolutely batshit insane, you do something about it?
I swear I will. I'll make this right. I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm sure I'll get to the bottom of it.
I'm going to pull a wheel right off his wagon, just with one hand. Be like, I'll see to it that you do.
Was that really necessary? But fine, just please do something about this.
You're a snake oil salesman. Yes, it was. Yeah, I'm gonna run over there with Onan. I believe he's gonna be joining me.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's do a little initiative.
Okay. Oof. That's a 9.
a 12.
Yeah, so as you guys come into the shop, all of a sudden you see like this hulking huge figure, like his head snaps around as he's like in a rage, and he's going to run up, and he's going to attempt to grapple with Mop.
Because you beat him, he's angry.
That is a 21. Or no, so I need a actually he's going to attempt to grapple you, so I need a strength save from you. You still have the earlier effects of the potion for right now.
That is a 14.
14. Yeah, so you're grappled now.
Okay.
And then that will be Onan's turn.
Okay. I shall, with a bonus action, activate Peerless Athlete, my channel divinity.
Okay.
And then start wrestling to subdue this guy. He's not going to get my buddy.
All right. So you're gonna attempt to grapple him.
Yep.
Okay. What you got?
Roll the second one. There we go. 21.
You got a 23. So you
I'll
attempt
make
to
it
grapple him and are unsuccessful. He's still kind of like bats you away. And then so you're currently restrained, Mop, or was that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I don't have
Okay.
anything else.
You're currently restrained, Mop.
Not much I can do about it.
Okay. What are you going to do? It's your turn.
All right, so in order to be able to move at all or disengage, I have to beat the grapple check, right?
Correct.
We're gonna try that. 10 is not gonna cut it.
Contested strength. No, it is not. So, let's turn around to Tater. He's going to pick you up and he's going to just throw you at a wall. And actually, I don't have to roll for that. Actually, I need a strength saving throw from you, Mop, as you crash against the wall.
24.
Okay. You do crash into the wall, but like as you like come down to the floor, you're able to maintain your footing and not be knocked prone. But you do take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you crash into the wall. Okay. Odin, that's your turn.
So he just yeeted my friend.
Yeah.
Probably just going to continue to try to subdue him. instead of beat the snap out of
I
him.
mean, you could just do non-lethal.
That is also fair. Yeah, you know what? Non-lethal with the fancier platinum shield, which
Okay.
doesn't have spikes, so it feels non-lethal.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have a spike on it. All right. Make your attack roll.
20 for the first one.
That's gonna hit.
And 9 for the other.
That will not. The first one will hit.
For 9 points of damage.
Ooh.
As I try to not kill this guy.
Nice. Mop, that is your turn.
Well, I still have my other faculties, even though I'm juiced right now, right?
Yeah. Actually, give me a wisdom save.
I was gonna say. Yep. Before I lose that too.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
You're fine. For some reason, you still think this whole situation is funny, but you're just kind of like giggling to yourself a little bit.
All right. I guess I could. I could sneak attack subdual damage, right?
Yeah.
I don't see why that wouldn't work. All right. Am I able, like, is he
He's engaged. He's sort of engaged with Onan currently, so you'd be able to flank and get your sneak attack in.
I will attempt a subdual sneak attack with my short sword. Let's roll that. Don't need advantage. Extra 1d6. All right. It's a 19 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Okay.
He's huge and he's like literally just wearing like a hide armor, like sort of like strong man's outfit.
Okay. That is 10 plus. 16.
Ooh, damn. So
Yeah.
26.
Meaty. 26 subdual. It's just like the pommel just kind of.
Yeah, you sneak up behind him and just like whack him in the back of the neck, and he's like seems like stunned for a second as sort of like a little bit of like blood sort of dribbles out of his nose. And we're going to that is turn around for Tater's turn. He's going to immediately take he's gonna just like swing his like massive fist down on Onan. That is a 25 to hit.
5, yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And that'll be 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and takes another swing, and that's 21 to hit. So hit.
21 will hit, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's gonna be another 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Just like hammering like down on your shields, and like even though you're like catching it with your shields, it's still like rattling you because it's like you basically feel your like bones shaking as this guy's taking swings down. That is your turn, Onan.
Oh, he's still up, so I'm gonna wail on him with the shields.
And you will have advantage because he did attack recklessly.
Advantage. So the first one, its high is 13.
13?
Yeah.
That's gonna hit.
Oh, okay. And the other one's an 18 to hit, so
That's gonna hit as well.
6 points and then 8 points.
That's gonna do it. How do you subdue this guy?
Whack him over the head with the shield and knock him out.
It's like the hobbits with the cave troll in the Fellowship. You basically like claw up the front of this guy and just like smash him in the face with one of your shields. And he's like
Almost sounds accurate.
and he's just like falls back and like tumbles over, and you're just like but as sort of a brief calm comes over the entire area, you hear you suddenly hear more screams emanating from outside of the shop. And as you guys look outside, you see dozens of attendees in the throes of dramatic transformations. There's giant hulking mothers awkwardly chasing after their unruly fire-breathing children. A few attendees hoping to increase their speed now teeter on monstrous stilt-like legs that are at least 20 feet long, and a lovely couple who were wrapped in an amorous embrace after the effects of Presto's patent-pending sealed with a kiss love potion took hold, are now attempting to eat one another. It is, in short, an absolute horror show, and Presto is right in the middle, sweating, swearing, and screaming for help. And as he sees you guys come out of the shop, relatively unscathed after dealing with that, he's like, I have to have been sabotaged. You have to get me to my shop. I have a way to reverse this. It's all in my notebook. Not right now, Max. Is Mom not here? Okay.
The really awkward part where I lift up his wagon to put the wheel back on it. I thought he was gonna cut and run. Apparently, he's a man of his word.
I mean, really, like the potion worked. It's just had a weird side effect.
It worked almost too well.
Yeah. Let's see. He's like, I know a greater restoration would do this, but with so many effective, I know I have a faster solution. It's all in my notebook in my shop. Let's see what happens. So you guys agree to help him get to his shop. Right?
Yeah.
This is intolerable. We gotta fix this.
As you guys sort of are, kind of dodging these crowds of people, you see like a toddler sort of like walking around, and he just kind of like looks up at you and like goes to open his mouth to talk. Like you hear like, what's going? And then I need a dexterity saving throw.
No.
Dex saving throw.
No, it's a 5.
No. What's nuts is like these saves are
a 7.
That's a 7. As the toddler like looks up at the two of you, a giant like gout of flame just like shoots out of his mouth, and you guys take 7 points of fire damage. And then as you guys make your way to the wagon, or make your way to his shop. Sorry, wrong page. Gotta kind of like run around here.
While we're running, I smack Mop for 7 points of healing.
Oh,
Right.
And myself for a little
was
more
like-
than 7.
Why are you?
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then as you guys go, nah, I'm not gonna do that to you guys. This is meant for 4 people, not 2. You guys make your ways through some back alleys and stuff to his shop, and you, as you're doing your as you're like hustling him through these streets, as the sort of festival goers have sort of like spilled out into the rest of the town. It's like, I swear on my life, I don't know why this is happening. Holden, I tested these potions with exacting standards, the best, the top. Presto change. Oh my God, there's more of them. And as you guys sort of make your way around the corner, you see a dwarf who's sort of like it's like, oh, he had my skin clearing cream. You see a dwarf with sort of like a melting, like acidic flesh, as he kind of like stumbles up to you. His face is sort of melting, and he like going to do a little attack here. As he stumbles near you guys, sort of like as this like acidic, like all his skin is turned like acidic, and he's like, it's like wafting off of him. You guys each take actually, like, give me a dexterity save to see if you're able to like dodge out of the way, because that's not fair. This said anyone that comes within 5 feet of him takes the damage, but I feel like it deserves a save.
18.
12.
You're actually able to make this one as you dodge out of the way. He's like, help me! And he's going to make sort of like try and like lunge at Mop as his face is sort of melting, and it's sort of he comes up short. And then you guys finally arrive at Presto's shop, which is like not really as so much a shop as more of, it's like his house. Even you guys can tell that this place has just gotten ransacked. As you look through the door is like hanging off its hinges. There's scattered papers and smashed vials all over the floor. Drawers have been pulled out of a small wooden desk and emptied out on the floor. Even there's like a wardrobe that got tipped over. And there's a bunch of like top coats and fancy hats in a heap underneath the smashed piece of furniture. And he's going to say, as you guys sort of like help him like sort of rifle through the shop, he sits down. He's like, my journal, it's gone. And could I get a investigation check from either of you if you're helping him
Yes, you
look around?
can.
Oh yeah, you've got advantage.
My super intelligent brain.
Along with your super buff.
Oh no.
Okay. I
There it
needed the
is.
advantage.
There it is.
Also, there's a plus to that because I can't change. I'm not changing my stats
Okay.
for that. So that's dirty 20 then.
All right, that's plenty. You notice as you're sort of like looking around where there's like all these potions are sort of seeping into the woodwork. There's green chemical burns along the floor. There's just a mess. There's just a mess, and you'll notice 2 pieces of parchment among it. And as you look at it, it says, "To Mr. Hold Hammerhearth from Patsy's Patsy's Princely Print Shop. Dear Mr. Hammerhearth, please see the attached final proof for your recent order. We apologize we could not fit Hammerhearth's Healing and Haberdashery on the same line as you requested. It's still a lovely name for a shop, however, and we wish you great success. We also regret to inform you we will be unable to complete the requested print run of flyers in time to be distributed at Feet Fest, as our staff are planning to attend the event. Surely you understand. Good luck with your new business and many blessings for opening day. And you guys, all the other piece of paper has this on it. There's a sort of like sign. That's like the printout it was supposed to be. It says, "The cure for what ails, even if what ails was a cure. Hammerhearth's Healing and Haberdashery, Potion Reversal, Limb Regeneration, the finest hats. Opening soon." And then all of a sudden, as you guys read these notes, Presto's was like, "Hold. I can't believe it. We worked together for years perfecting our methods. He never asked for more pay. He always showed up on time. He mixed all the potions for Feet Fest while I finalized my sales pitch. Now I find out he's been planning to stab me in the back. You think you know someone, then presto change. Oh, you have to help me. Have to find him. If he has my notebook, then he has my formulas. You have to find him. I've plenty of potions that were already finished before this. I'll give you all of them if you can bring Hold to justice."
Yes.
And then all right. So, since you rolled so well on your investigation check, Onin, you're able to sort of like get like a rather rather kind of like musky cologne smell in the air. With your, kobold nose, you're able to kind of like, you realize that was like the same smell as the dwarf you saw like handing out potions before. And it leads you to maybe he's like, perhaps he's at the print shop where you can see if he's gone to pick up his flyers. And then that sort of like smell is what leads you in that direction. So as you guys sort of follow your noses, you see towards the print shop, you see a figure at the end of an alley next to the print shop, who looks an awful like the dwarf you saw earlier, slipping into her sewer grate at the end of the alley.
I dive in after him.
Yep.
Are the potions still in effect?
I'm gonna say at this point it's been an hour. It's sort of like calms down. You guys being adventurers, you're kind of able to throw off the negative effects. That's what I'm going to rule out. It doesn't say what ends it, but
okay. I'll assist Onin in removing the manhole cover.
All right. As you guys follow him down into the sewer, you see a hole at the end of a thing, and he turns around, and as he hears the noise, and he sort of seems to panic, and he's going to like look over, and he sees some a spider web nearby you guys. He's gonna yeet a potion at it, and as it hits the spider web, it creates a giant spider. So roll initiative. Initiative.
That's another 4.
19. That's not bad.
All right. And it's an 11. So you guys... Oh, what was yours, Onin?
4.
4. Okay. Mop, you're up first against this giant spider, which looks rather menacing as runs around the corner.
So is it out of line of sight? Because it
No,
ran
you
around
see the giant spider. He runs out of line of sight as a giant spider sort of appears in your path.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna shoot a firebolt at it.
All right. Roll me your attack.
25.
20. That's definitely gonna hit.
I was like,
Yeah.
that better hit. 15. 15 damage.
Sorry, phone went off. I forgot to silence it. You said 15 damage?
15 damage.
Yeah, you hit this spider and like you roast that sucker. It's still up, but it's like you hear like, and as it rears up, it's going to shoot. It's gonna like turn around and sort of like shoot some webs at you. It's gonna like go wide and it's gonna miss. As like it tries to like shoot a web at you and it like whistles past you. Onan, that's your turn.
Gonna just run up and start wailing on it.
So anyway, I started stabbing.
It is a 14, a 22, and for the third swing, 11.
14, 22, and 11.
Yep.
Roll your damage. Those all hit.
9. 9.
All right. You killed it. So it's like Oda just like smack, 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 smack. It's like the spider's just like a twitching mass on the ground now. Do you continue your pursuit?
Yeah. Virtually
right.
uninterrupted.
Who first?
I'm gonna say Onan because he's built to go in front.
Yeah.
Okay. Onan,
Come
as you
on.
turn the corner, give me a perception check.
Perception. That is a 7.
Yeah, as you turn the corner, all of a sudden you like feel like a string break at your feet. As and jars of acid fall from the ceiling, and I'm going to check. Yeah. Mop, you're right in the splash zone as well.
Sorry.
Give me each of you give me a dexterity save.
Ugh.
15.
8.
All right. Onan, you're moving so fast that you basically like pass through you like pass through the area where these jars are falling down, but like Mop, with you being right behind him, they fall on you, and you're going to take 3 points of acid damage. And as you guys go through this tunnel, all of a sudden there's like you can smell like an acrid chemical smell as you enter like a dark warehouse-like space. A long forgotten storeroom that has been transformed into a mad alchemist laboratory. There's a row of barrels that line the back wall of the space, and you hear harried clattering coming from behind them. Along the opposite wall is a pristine collection of hats in various shapes and sizes. A few more vials smash, and an awful growl carries over the barrel wall. as a giant dwarven head rises just over the top of the wall as Hold triples in size. So, roll initiative again.
That's a big dwarf. I guess we're dwarfs in comparison.
Yeah.
And
How
you're
I
just
feel.
and you're just a dwarf in general. So,
Yeah.
18.
Okay.
4.
And that will be also a 4. I'll give that one to you, because he hasn't spotted you guys yet. Well, he is, but he wasn't. Is still like in the mid transformation. Mop, that's you up first. As he sort of, his giant head turns to look at you, as he's like 12 feet tall now.
I guess I will firebolt him. Can't be that hard to hit.
All right. All right. Roll your attack.
10.
Okay. That's not going to do it, I don't think, but let me make sure. Nope, it's not going to hit.
Shucks.
All right. Onan, that is your turn.
Onan will cast the Guiding Bolt at 2nd level. That is a 21 to hit.
All right. That's going to hit.
Thank God. 14 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And that's going to be his turn. And the next attack has advantage against him.
Okay. Sorry, what was that damage?
14 radiant.
14. 6. Okay. So as he, let's see, sees you guys, he's going to like pick up one of the barrels that is next to him, with one hand, and he's going to throw it at Onan, because you just hit him. And that is a 19 to hit.
My AC is 19.
Oh shit.
2 shields, baby.
Sorry, I'm was reading something. I was looking at the wrong thing. Yep, that's going to hit. And wait, did you say it was 19's your AC?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're able to sort of dodge out of the way as Hold comes running up, and he's going to attempt to grapple Mop.
Be better at it than I am. That's not 18. That's only going to be a 15.
Well, it's fine because he basically like whiffed it. He got an 11 as you're sort of too quick for him. He's still getting used to his size. Give me a that's turn around to you, Mop.
Well, if he's that close, I'm going to start up a witch bolt.
Okay.
25. That'll hit.
That will hit.
Ooh, and 12 damage.
All right.
I will maintain the witch bolts.
Yeah, and that's that guiding bolt consumed. You didn't even need it. Roll for advantage to see if you crit.
Okay. No, not
right.
at all.
That is Onan, your turn.
Probably just gonna, position myself up front and start attacking.
All right. Roll me your attacks.
So the first one's a nat 1.
Okay.
Second one's a 10, and my third swing is also a 10.
Yeah. You're basically like, you're like hitting him, but like it's just like glancing blows as he's sort of like he's holding another barrel as he's sort of like, is sort of like parrying them aside. And that's Hold's turn, and he is going to attempt to grapple you, Onan.
So that is opposed athletics or acrobatics, right?
Strength, I think.
Oh, just strength.
Mm-hmm.
8.
Okay, he rolled a 26, so he's gonna just basically reach down, grab you by. It's like he's huge now, so he's gonna basically pick you up, and he's going to yeet you at Mop. And Mop, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. $21.
21. As Onan comes sailing at you, you're like, oh shit, and like sidestep out of the way as he like sails by. And Onan, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you crash into the wall.
Ooh.
Ouch.
And that is your turn, Mop.
I'm gonna maintain the witch bolt.
Okay.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Starting to add up.
All right. Onan, that is your turn. I'm gonna say since you just like crashed into a wall, you're now prone. So
Okay. I'll get up. And about how far away is that wall from him?
30 feet.
Okay, so I can get 15 feet because it's half movement to get up, right?
Yep.
And then that is just within range of lightning lure, so I will cast that.
Okay. Is that a
he's
save?
Gonna have a save. Strength.
It's a 24.
Yeah, you need to give me a 14. So
All right. Do I take any damage or is that just nullified?
He's gonna be good off
Okay.
that.
All right. He's going to turn to you, Mop, since you're now closer. And he's going to pick up a barrel that's near to hand, and he's going to try and smack you with it twice. Wow. That's definitely neither of those are going to hit. He's rolling like dog shit.
Ooh,
He's just
my.
like, "Ruh, ruh." Just like
like a shake-
misses both time.
just has like a shake weight. It's
Yeah.
going like...
This has to live.
That's your turn, Mop.
If he's gonna keep letting me, I'm gonna keep zapping him.
All right.
11.
Okay. That's how do you kill this guy? Or are you trying to just subdue him?
I'm gonna reduce him to Marv in the basement in Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, grabbing the knobs of the basement sink. Yeah. I'm not gonna kill this individual.
Okay.
I'll reduce them to normal size, but I won't cook them like a goose.
All right. As you guys, as he sort of like he falls over, um, unconscious. You guys are standing there, sort of catching your breath, like what the fuck. You hear sort of like huffing and puffing coming down the hallway. As he sees like the gigantic hold, and he sees like all of this, like you see Presto come into the building, and you're like, oh my, I can't believe he would try to build a business right under my nose. With the, it's like, please just take anything you want from here, but just leave me my notebook and any potions of greater restoration that are around. So, so as you guys sort of like rifle around the building, you find Presto's notebook on a desk nearby. You find 800 gold pieces.
800?
Yeah, they were stolen from Presto's shop.
Oh my!
Do you know what the best part is?
What?
2-way split, baby.
You find 3 potions of enlarged person.
Ooh.
A potion of stone giant strength, and 2 potions of constitution. I can give you that. So the potions of constitution, it will add a +5 to your constitution for 1 hour. Also, you notice that actually, Mop, give me a Arcana check.
Okay. $24.
All right. Yeah, you definitely notice that Hold's hat that he has on his head has a sort of like, magical sort of aura to it. It's a fancy wool top hat with a golden eagle feather. You take it? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
So do you this does require attunement, but it is Hold Hammerhearth's hat. It offers a +2 an advantage on charisma on deception checks. It makes you appear slightly taller and is particularly fancy. You can assume this is how he was able to deceive Presto as to like what happened. Also, as you guys are sort of as you guys are looking around, Presto is going to pull out another bag. He's like, "Here, I promised you these, and it's going to be Potion City. You find he hands you there's 2 haste potions, 2 potions of perception, which a potion of perception is it adds +5 to your wisdom or to your perception and investigation for 1 hour. And then he's going to give you 4 potions of long rest, which if drinking this, it gives you the benefit of a long rest without having to bed down for the night. And then
5-hour energy.
4 greater healing potions, 2 potions, 1 potion of enlarge and 1 potion of spider climb. It's like that should be more than sufficient, huh?
The debt is paid.
Yes. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get to work on fixing the problem. And he actually is able to find. He sort of looks around, and one of the barrels of potion that was one of the barrels in the that had been prepared actually is like basically a vat of greater restoration. So as you guys emerge back into the city, you're able to sort of like just go through and just like yeet them at people and return them to normal. So but at the end of that potion,
Lightning bolt.
that is
Lightning bolt.
exhausted. So with your vast amounts of booty that you have acquired, as well as that is where we will probably end our session, because that's the end of this mission. So
That was hilarious. I'm just imagining us with like Pancho Villa bullet belts, bandoliers, with just with potions in them.
mhm. Yeah. So a little bit short on things. I rushed things. I just kind of wanted to make sure that we kind of got through the whole one shot in time. So
I think we were just horribly competent.
no.
Yeah.
Well, there was a bunch more random encounters I could have thrown at you guys, but I
This is
chose
the
not
dream
to.
team.
Just Aragorn and Sam. Just get
Yeah.
the whole movie done.
Yeah, so you guys do that. You return to Candlekeep just in time for Murph and Gideon to be finished with their errands that we were running. Gideon seems to have a little slight spring in his step from his little date that he went on, as well as Murph seems to be rather like, after having a little bit of a rest time from having books attacking him and all kinds of shit. He's a little bit rested because he's been doing some god work here. So we will continue our adventures in Candlekeep next week. You guys substantially richer and with tons of potions now, which will hopefully help you guys on further encounters, which you don't even have to tell the other party about unless you choose to. So thanks everybody for watching. Again, as a little short of an episode, but as I kind of had to prepare this, I had about 20 minutes to get it ready. Again, I've shilled this book before, but this book that I used for the one shot today, Game Master's Book of Random Encounters, I believe I found this at Joann's. I've seen it at other places. I've seen it around. Yeah, I found it. Yeah, I saw it at Walmart too. But I was at Joann Fabrics looking for Warhammer paint and found this, and I was like, I need this. And
this is proof that LARPing has gotten to the next level.
Yeah.
When that's at Joann Fabrics.
This book, it let me. I mean, I was a little bit disorganized, admittedly, but this book let me get an encounter set together get an entire one shot thrown together within 15 minutes. There's like 4 or 5 one shots in here that you can run that they're pretty easy. There's all kinds of randomized tunnels, shops, taverns, bars. I mean, the this was our first ever episode that I DM'd. I used this book, and it filled up an entire session with just it wasn't even one of the one shots. It was just a tavern that we just played around in. So if you're a dungeon master, find this book. It's a godsend, especially if you're like me and you don't have like time to draw up maps and shit. It's got all kinds of maps. It's got castles. It's got dungeons. It's good shit. Encounter ideas. It's great. So that's my shill done. Just find that book. It's great. That's going to be the end of our session for today. I hope everybody enjoyed watching. We'll be back to our normally scheduled programming next week. We will be doing our book talk. We're going to be going back to Monday episodes from now on for our book and nerd talks because the schedule is opened up. And we will be, again, a reminder, if you haven't picked it up yet, we will be talking about Gazkul Thraka, Prophet of the Wa by Nate Crowley on Monday. And then the following Monday, we'll be talking about The Curse of King Tut. A rather more recent historical sort of mythology will be led by our very own Brendan down below me. We're going to have a little fun discussion, talk about all the crazy shit that's going around that was with the mummy craze of... Was that Victorian times or
leading into the turn of the century?
Yeah,
up through like
early 18 or late 1800s. So sort of like the age of exploration and weird science stuff and mummy dust and Viagra and what was it? Mummy paper was used for all kinds of weird stuff. And
it parallels the sort of British occultism craze.
I was gonna say it's like sort of at the height of that spiritualism stuff.
Yeah.
Enough on that. We're gonna discuss that in a week and a half. Thanks everybody for watching. It's been fun, and we'll see you next time.